National Chief Imam have paid a courtesy call to President-Elect John Dramani Mahama. Now, this particular courtesy call, it happened after a year. John Dramani Mahama, he won the elections decisively and also squarely. It is every people are shocked, but then some of us even anticipated it. In aid of this, the National Chief Imam, Sheikh Usman Nuhu Sharubutu, has paid a courtesy call to President-Elect John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama can send people. One of them is about how you can strengthen this particular country, bring peace, bring both parties together, this country together, and also do the things are now opposite or yeah. In summer, this particular meeting went on. We will continue with more updates about because our meeting, in Sembi if you maba, as a sabotage be air coso because up to now, Omushia Baumi, even though they've also met Baumi, they didn't give him this particular warm reception.
Let me take this opportunity to express my appreciation to our father, Dr. Nuhu Sharubutu, National Chief Imam, and to all my fathers, Sheikh Umar, Mulvi bin Sali, Sheikh Wadudu, Dr. Amin Bonsu, and our brothers from the Shiite community, and everybody else who's here, distinguished personalities. I really appreciate this visit. This is not the first time Chief Imam has led a delegation of this sort to me. From as far as 2009, when I became Vice President, he came home to congratulate me. And then in 2012, when I won the election, he came home to congratulate me. And in 2017, after I had lost the election, so he doesn't only come to congratulate me, he also comes to commiserate with me. So in 2017, when I lost, he was there again among the first to come and express his sympathy at our loss. And again in 2020, after we lost that election again, we were together. And so this is not the first time. I expected that he would be among the first to come to me after a victory like this. It's not been easy. It's been a very tough campaign, and the effects of the campaign have started to show after the declaration. I've not been feeling too well, but we had to come out for the legal things that needed to be done, the constitutional things, which was the formation of the transitional teams. Happily, we were able to inaugurate the transitional team yesterday, and so they are going to start their work starting from today. Myself and President Akufo-Addo would be behind, and if there's a need to consult us, they will come and do so. We can't have achieved this without the prayers that you all have said for us, both our Christian brothers and our Muslim brothers. We're all praying for peace, and we're praying that the elections will be peaceful. God has heard our supplications, and we had a peaceful and successful election. We remember the few people who have lost their lives from the reports that we have heard. And this morning, when I spoke to the diplomatic corps, I was urging the current government to begin investigations to find out who were responsible for these deaths so that the law can take its course. Even after we take over, we'll continue these investigations to make sure that tomorrow nobody has the impunity to do the same kind of thing. We know there have been some injustices that were created during the last 8 years. Remember, I have always promised that when we come into office, we'll take action on Ayawasu West Wogon and provide adequate compensation to those who were injured. We also remember the 8 people who died in 2020. There's been no investigation into their deaths, and their families are still uncompensated. We're going to look at those issues too. We are overwhelmed by the victory. I knew we were going to win. I was confident we were going to win. And indeed, on election day, when I was asked what my projection was, I said we're going to get above 150 seats. But when I said above 150 seats, I thought maybe 152, 155, 156. But currently, the margin seems to above the 184, which is the threshold for 2/3 of Parliament. I just want to thank the people of Ghana for the overwhelming endorsement they've given us. I think that the people of Ghana realize the enormity of challenge the next government is going to face. And I think that that's why they're giving us this stamp of authority to be able to take the bold decisions that will turn our economy around and put our country back on its feet. And so I went through you to express my appreciation to all Ghanaians for what they've done. But it also puts a responsibility on our shoulders to work assiduously for the people. It shows us that Ghanaians are slow to react, but when they have had enough, they will punish you if you don't work in their interest. And so I make it a reminder to all those who are aspiring to work in the new government that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be business as usual. It's going to be hard work. And so if people are not prepared to work hard and to sacrifice for Ghana, then they better stay in the private sector and stay wherever they are. I wish to assure my father and our fathers that we're not going to misuse the majority we have in Parliament. Even though we have a huge majority, more than 2/3, we're not going to misuse it. We're going to consult with the minority at every stage and make sure that we do things by consensus instead of railroading everybody. Everybody knows that I'm a typical diplomat and a Democrat. And so I believe in jaw. I believe in consensus building, and I believe in democracy. I've heard some people call me supreme leader. I'm not supreme leader. I'm going to continue to work the way I've always been as a Democrat, and we'll continue to consult with our colleagues who are in the NPP. We can only move this country together if all of us work to move it together. No one single political party can turn the fortunes of Ghana without the cooperation of everybody else. So I can assure you that we'll work together. We'll continue to consult you. I'm your son, and you all have been very gracious with advice and good counsel. I've enjoyed working with all of you over the years, and nothing is going to change. My doors will be open at any time that any of our leaders, my fathers, want to see me. The door will readily be open for you to come and consult with me. And so we ask that you continue to offer your prayers. The easy part is over, which is the election. Now the difficult part begins. That is bringing Ghana back and restoring it to being the black star of Africa. And I wish to assure you that I'll give it my best. This is a legacy term for me, and it will be making a good name for myself before going into political retirement. And so you can count on me working as hard as I can in order that we can move Ghana to the place that it should be. I finally call on all the young people to remain calm. There have been reports of people vandalizing government installations and all that. Some people say they're doing it to protect government property from being stolen. Others to have different motives. But whatever it is, I think that our youth should vent their frustration and youthful exuberance into helping to rebuild the country rather than short-term gain of attacking government offices and looting warehouses and so on and so forth. And so I want to thank all of you, my brothers, again for this very pleasant visit. I appreciate it very much, and I wish that you will send my greetings to all our Muslim brothers and sisters, and that the promise we made to work very hard to improve our Muslim communities and move our people from being underprivileged to also participating in the prosperity and dignity of Ghana is something that we take seriously. And I wish to assure my father, the Chief Imam, he led a delegation with the Muslim Manifesto, and as you are aware, we incorporated almost 12 points of the Muslim Manifesto in our NDC Manifesto. We're going to put up a small committee to start working on implementation of those points that we indicated in the manifesto.